healthy. No, I was thinking everybody across the country, when they have their spring game, the first and foremost, they want everybody coming out healthy, rolling into summer workouts, so they can, continue to build off what we've done so far. But from a football standpoint, I want to see guys execute. Obviously, it's going to be pretty simple, pretty basic. Allow them to just play fast. They should know the calls. They've repped it a lot of reps. I want to say over hundreds of reps in some of the calls we're going to make tomorrow. So they should be able to play fast. I want to see guys who can tackle, compete. I want to see great effort and passion. We talked about the very first day. What do you want to see from this defense? And if you're sitting up there in the last row and you look down, all you're going to see is a bunch of guys running around, striking, taking on blocks. So that's what I want to see tomorrow. Just a really good, clean competition. Not over the top, but fast, physical, and see where it plays from there.
DeAndre Square was a guy who played in every game as a freshman. Has he taken another step to maybe make even more impact this season?
There's a comfort level. When you compare both springs, obviously last year he came in as a true freshman. That were a lot of these guys, these mid-year guys that came in. There's just a command and a comfort level for him right now. Obviously we're looking for him and we need him to make that next step. He's shown some good things and some things that we need to continue to work on. But he'll be the first one to tell you that he's not where he wants to be, and that's what great players are. Great players never get satisfied, and he's not satisfied where he is. But he's definitely made some positive strides. And like I said, it's really been a comfort and a command difference that you can see with him.
Who's maybe one of the two guys that fans maybe don't know that they should be excited about when they take the field? Or are there?
You know what? That's a tough question. I can't really pinpoint, one or two guys. It's been some guys have flashed, in different scrimmages, different practices. So really what I'm looking for is consistency, and hopefully, tomorrow some guys stand out and flash. And that's what we're looking for too, is guys who can, in really simple calls, who can stand out, that anybody watching from the side can say, wow, that guy's running all around the field, he's making plays, he's active, he's productive. And then we'll leave it obviously to the coaching staff to see if they were doing it within the scheme of the defense. But but that's what we're looking for in terms of effort and production. Because at the end of the day, it's a bottom line business. We want guys that can make plays.
How have the guys adapted to your philosophy and style over this camp, and I guess you to them?
Obviously probably a question you need to ask them. I think. Again, I don't think there was a huge philosophy change. Coach Stoops, obviously it starts from him, and he's done that, over the past 6 years here, to set, what our expectations are, what our attitude is when we hit the field. Coach House carried that on, and I'm just sort of carrying the torch from there. So I don't think there's a huge philosophy change. There's some things that we may do a little bit different here or there, whether it's scheme or just how we go through practice or we attack practice, but I think they've adapted. They've played with really good energy. That's what I've been really pleased. There's only been a couple of practices where you'd say, hey, listen, I just didn't feel it. We didn't have the juice today. But overall, they've had a bounce to their step, and I think a lot of that, when you're playing with some younger guys, and they're competing for jobs, and there's jobs on the line, you have to bring it every day, and I think, for the most part, they have, and we need to do it tomorrow and compete, carry that over into summer and then into fall.
You said the other day that Jamin Davis took a step back one day. Just that one day. Is he rebounded from that?
Jamin. I've been really pleased with the steps that Jamin has taken this spring. Obviously, still things that he needs to improve on, just like everybody else here. But in terms of a guy that we feel could have an impact on this defense, in a variety of ways. He's fast and he's explosive and he's got 6-inch pop, and he's playing with confidence. He's healthy. Really he's got a very high upside, and we just need to continue to tap into that and find ways to get him on the field in the fall.